Welcome back to Fantabulous, where we do product development and sketches of handbags and all kind of stuff. Let's see, today we have a cooler bag appropriately with this graphic design. Cool it, y'all. As you can see, it has a cooler finishing on the inside, a recessed zipper, a nice cotton webbing handle, and let's see the bottom. Okay, so this actually is a true T bottom. There is no separate bottom. See, it has a T at the bottom that forms from the side seam and the bottom stitch, an upside down T, and then it has a center stitch. And it is in a red and blue gingham. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and put our camera in its stand and take some measurements. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so let's get that top opening, which is very important. Top opening is measuring is about 17 inches. The height of the bag, let's see. Go all the way to the bottom, and the bottom is actually a false bottom, but it is 10 inches. Okay, and the bottom measurement, here we're gonna take it from seam to seam. Seam to seam, and that is 13. Okay, so 17, 10, and 13. The drop looks pretty long. I'm gonna say it's like 10 inches, 11 inches, 10 inches. Okay, so now we have our idea. Okay, now let's get our paper. Okay, let's get down a little close. Getting some complaints from the video department that I'm not close enough to the paper and they can't see my pencil drawings too well and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so hopefully this is good. Okay, let's get you there. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we said top was 17, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm going to use my centimeters, -1. Okay, so I'm just gonna go down to, I like to go from inches to centimeters because it's kind of a cheap and easy way to go down on your size. Okay, the bottom was 13, so, all right, there. Okay, so this is actually more or less the shape of our bag. Okay, so now we can start drawing. Okay, so first off, very important, we saw that it had a recessed zipper, so we wanna portray that because we're not just doing illustration here because that's, well, you can go to other illustration YouTube channels. I really worked mostly in product development where the sketches can be nice looking and they should be nice looking. You know, no one wants to look at some yucky, gross sketch, but it has to be accurate. So let's go down, and we're going down to our, this, by the way, is called an East-West tote because it is wider than it is taller. Okay, so now we're going to make our recessed zipper. So I'm gonna write it here. Notice that it was also a kind of a contrast color zipper, which is kind of cute. And it had a PVC pull, fake PVC pull, it's fine, it's just a puller. I'm not gonna use real leather for that. Okay, and it's a cooler bag anyway, you don't wanna use things that are gonna get rotten. So here's the side seam. And, okay, let's do that. All right, there we go. Got ourselves our side view. And once we got that, got some kind of idea what our bag looks like, I'm gonna find the center line here, and the spread was about more or less this. You should really measure the spread. I kind of have the bag here so I can eyeball it. And we said it was a 10-inch drop, so then we're going to use our centimeters to just give us some kind of idea. Okay, so let's move this down a little bit. Okay, so now we're drawing our drop, handle drop. So it's kind of a little bit of a textured webbing handle. When we translate this onto the computer, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to texturize the handles using some kind of gradient or pattern from our swatch box on Illustrator. So, okay, so now we do the back handle. Same thing. Okay, there we go. Very nice indeed. Okay, I really like that tote. You can see how well loved it is. Okay, it's great for going out with the kids and whatever. Okay, so now you can add yourself a little wrinkle line because, you know, you want to be all jaunty and stuff. Okay, so next one up is our lovely brush marker. Like I said, you can use any kind of brush marker you like, or a thick quality marker also works. I used to use Sharpie when I was younger. Now I'm old and whatever, and I use brush markers. Okay, so let's get rid of all our eraser pieces, and we are off. What we're using the brush marker for is to do our outer edge. This will give you depth to your painting or to your picture. Okay, let's go. Okay. Now, we want to try to get as many details as possible because as a product development person, not just a designer, you want to make sure that when you send this or you put this into a spec and it goes to China, India, wherever it's going, they understand the sketch. They look at the sketch and said, oh, T-bottom, oh, you know, east-west, oh, that's a recessed zipper. You don't want to give any other impression than what it is. Kind of like driving. You want to make sure that everybody knows exactly what you're doing when you're on the road. You don't want to give anyone any surprises because that's not good. Okay, here. So we're going around the edge of our handles now. Okay, very nice. Very nice indeed. All right. Okay, so now we have our outline, as you can see, and we have the indication of the recessed zipper. So now we go to our fine line pen, which is going to make all of our details. Okay, so let's start at the top. So I'm going to make the handle look three-dimensional to some degree, and the back handle as well. Okay, there. Okay. Okay, so the handle is actually sandwiched in between the outside of the bag, the exterior body panel, and the interior zipper cuff that we have here. And there we go. So there, I want to indicate that there's a separate piece here. Ooh, somebody's not working too well today. Okay, okay. So there. Okay, so now we have that. The side seam is over here. Give it a little bit of a oomph there. There. Now this has a T-bottom. You can indicate that here. That's so the construction is obvious. That's the T-bottom right there. Okay. So it also had, let's see, there, indicate that it's a turned-in edge. Okay, now gonna carry out our lines here. Very nice. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to put in our zipper. And there. And this had a little stud there. Okay, zipper head. Okay. Now, a recessed zipper, and it has a little bit of a seam there so that there's some volume to it and it doesn't just open straight up. Now, this is the zipper. I'm going to indicate that's a zipper. You can actually do this on the Adobe Illustrator. Some people actually draw each zipper tooth. That would drive me nuts, but I mean, if you want to do it, you can. It won't add too much to your sketch in terms of memory, but it takes a while, takes a lot of time. Okay, so here it had a side seam top stitch, and then we're going to indicate that as well, going all the way down. And we're going to do the same thing. Let's do our little thing here so it looks like it's a jaunty little kind of soft bag, which it is. You saw how soft it was, especially since I used it a lot. Okay, here we go. It's been all over the place, that bag. Okay, happily all over the place. Okay, so now let's do it. Okay, so now we have top stitching. Now the only thing we're really missing is the top stitching on the zipper collar. So I'm just gonna go this way. Remember, any direction that's comfortable for you to draw in, turn the paper in that direction. Don't drive yourself crazy. Don't like try to twist your arm in a circle. Twist the paper. If you like drawing up and down, twist it up and down. Okay, so we're done. Okay, so let's pick this up a little bit. Okay, so now we have our sketch. And the only thing we're really lacking is getting rid of some eraser marks. So let's do that. Okay. Where is my Pentel eraser? Here it is. Very good. So I'm going to erase these. And now I have an East-West tote with a recessed zipper. And the fun part about this is that we're going to put this online at some point, and hopefully next week, and put that gingham pattern on. Apply it. We're going to make a texture on Adobe Illustrator, and we're going to throw it on. It's really a pattern repeat. Okay, I got a little dot here that I want to get rid of. Okay. Okay, so now we have East-West tote. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this class, and I'll see you around. Bye. And remember, any comments, put them on. Any questions, put them on. And if you have something you want me to draw, send me a picture. Okay, bye.